Welcome everybody to Healthcare Sucks. Tonight we've got something special for you. As you can tell by the screen, I tuned into a wonderful show I watched the other night, and I was privileged to hear this firsthand. And then before I even got a chance to do something and make something to throw out there, we got lucky because the gentleman that makes these is making this available for us. Many of you are going to know who it is. Went ahead and made it into a special. So what we're going to do is we're going to rebroadcast some of the special along with comments of my own personal beliefs and feelings. And I'm going to try to guide you the right way to where you can find out more of the truth of what's going on with this. But this is an actual broadcast that we are privileged to listen to tonight to bring out the truth of what's really going on out there. So please listen to this in its entirety, and after we're done, please feel free to comment. Thank you.
And do as much as we can to combat the false. Hello, is this Whitney
Yes,
from Texas?
yes. First off, I want to say I'm a long-time watcher. I started watching you. I'm a first-time caller as well.
Thank you.
And
That's awesome.
I just absolutely love your show. I've learned so much.
That's great. Thank you for calling, Whitney.
Most
Yeah.
definitely. I live in North Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth. I do want to let you know I also work for the largest county hospital in North Texas in the region, and there is a lot of covering up of pandemic type stuff going on. And in September of last year, there was a lady that came in with the flu that swatted at a mosquito, and when she swatted at the mosquito, she got cut. And basically the mosquito was a nanobot mosquito, and it was filled with an injection of the flu that kills you, and she died a day later, and our hospital covered it up. So
Wait a
that's
second.
pretty big going.
So,
hmm
what? Now, but
Yes.
what do you mean? Like they knew about it? Is this something that, were they partnering up with some sort of company to test these things out? Like, because
They weren't partnering with any kind of company. This lady just came in with a mosquito bite and with a cut on her finger. And it's actually, if you Google, I want to say you can Google it, and it gives a report about it.
No. This
Person.
is. I already knew. I mean, but here's the thing. They showed this technology last year at several Air Force bug-bot nano drone technology.
Yes. Yes. And we had a case in Dallas that one of the ladies died. And it was hush hush, and nobody could know about it. And the nurses and the doctors and everybody had to sign the agreement to be quiet.
And this was
So,
one of the hospitals in Texas.
yes, this is a hospital in Dallas. Yep. It's a county hospital.
Wow.
Yep. So pretty crazy stuff. And yeah, and I know that they covered it up, and I already know that they have, of course, the flu and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I see it. You pulling it up right now. The nanobots that have and like I said, I think they do have some type of cover story.
I'm
Not
just
cover story, but it's
I'm
covering
just
up.
blown away. Do you think that like now I want to dig into this, and then the Atlanta CDC guy. I mean,
Yes.
do you realize like that gentleman, the Timothy Cunningham story, still?
Okay, let's talk about Timothy Cunningham for a minute. I'll give you guys a little background if you don't know who that is. He was not just one of the head people at the CDC, which is the disease control place, let's just say, so I don't get no trouble saying it. The ones that are supposed to safeguard us and protect us from bad plagues, germs, etc. This guy was a superstar. He was working on flu viruses. He was working on a lot of different things. He was going out doing previews. He was out teaching other people how to do this job. I don't remember what his rank was, but he was not some rookie. We're talking somebody with stripes on this shirt, which means in command, control, etc. The gentleman goes home one day and leaves his keys on the table, leaves his dog there, leaves his wallet there, calls some people he knows and says, "Lose my number. Because if you continue to keep my number, they may find you, they may come after you, I'm in danger." And he disappears. A little while later, this guy's found floating in the river. There's a whole background to that alone. If you want to type in Timothy Cunningham and CDC mysterious deaths, you'll find there's a lot of people that mysteriously have disappeared that do that job. I recommend you go do it yourself and do some research and check it out, so you're not just believing it's something I'm saying. Now, with that being said, take a look at this thing. Look at how small. That's a fingerprint, by the way, that thing's landing on. And that is an injection vessel on the end of its nose with cameras, etc. And it does fly. This is not... We have all kinds of things like this now. A lot of people are going to think this is fiction. This is fact. You can go out there just like... If you roll this back... And I'm going to tell you where to go when this is over so you can watch the full film. There's the one where the full broadcast, tune in. And then there's, if this is true, we are in trouble. You might check that out. With that being said, I just wanted more people to realize what's really going on. And I would ask you to tell 4 or 5 people that you know, after you check this out yourself, what's really going on. Because if they can do this, and if we can do this in the US, then China can do this, Russia can do this. This is, we don't just have plagues coming across from the border right now, and that's a fact too. You're welcome to look up one of my other videos where I go into that a little bit too. But we've got these kind of things going too now. So, with that being said, I'm going to try to let you watch the rest of this. If we lose it, I apologize. Here we go.
Plagues me to this day. No pun intended. Honestly, no, seriously though, I really didn't
I
intend
know.
that, and that was corny. But
Yeah.
seriously,
This stuff fascinates me.
Timothy Cunningham disappeared and then found drowned suicide. It just doesn't make any sense. And so
No.
what's on the screen right now is a nanobot mosquito, and at the tip of its, it looks real. If you kind of squint your eyes, at the tip of it, it is a little injector. It's literally. I mean, this is what they are creating it.
It exactly. And she said when she swatted at it, she cut her finger, and she was confused. And when she went to the hospital, I don't know if she took it with her. I have no idea. I'm not exactly sure on that. But definitely, you know, it cut her finger and they kept it quiet. And I'm guessing that, you know, they are already known about this kind of stuff because, like I said, it's a county hospital that I work for, and um, I already know that they do a lot of testing on homeless people and cancer. That's kind of under the radar. If
Now, did you hear that part? Homeless people disappearing. That's going on everywhere. We know. You could welcome to do some checking on that. Testing of cancers and cancer drugs. Let me tell you a story, and this is fact too. Anybody who is given well, let's just say preventative injections, let's call it that, prior to 1964, that there was cancer-causing agents in the injections. That's a fact. You can go look it up yourself. By no means is this a disclaimer to get shots, don't get shots, etc. I'm just making you aware, and then you can make the decision what you want to do for you and your family. I will add, personally, I don't believe in the flu injections at all. I think they're a bunch of hooey. They're never up to date with what's really going around. And with other things going on, I watch people, including myself and a few family members, get sick after taking it. So we're going to go back to this, and then we'll have a little bit of after conversation when this is done.
you know what I mean. It's like a lot of top secret type stuff. I'm pretty sure like CIA type stuff. It's pretty intense.
This is
So,
this is
'cause
blowing
also-
my mind.
Yeah, because also we work with a lot of cancer patients, and you know, I see cancer coming in. I mean, I work in the surgical specialty trauma department, and it's just crazy what I see, you know, and the homeless population. And I've seen a lot of homeless disappear, and I don't know where they go. So
I would.
it's just kind of sad.
Can I contact?
Well, there you have it out of the horse's mouth. She works for a hospital, which who better than to see what's really going on behind the Iron Curtain, let's say. With that being said, I just hope you spread the word on this, people, because regular news media isn't going to touch these things. And nowadays, when we're all looking at whether we're going to be here to broadcast the truth another day, I suggest you really start looking at other sources for your news, your real news, not your fake news. You know, it's sad, but I grew up in an era when you could turn in Walter Cronkite, many of the other great newscasters, and it was real news, and it was researched, and it wasn't biased. If it was, it wasn't as biased as it is now. And they really wanted to tell you the truth, the news. With that being said, I'm going to check out here. I want to give a couple shout outs to people that well deserve it. They're out there broadcasting the truth and spreading the word. And they're not doing it for the money. Most of us are doing this because we care about fellow man. And I want to say God bless you all. And again, give a hug, give a smile to a neighbor, a person when you're driving down the car. Spread the love, not the hate. There's too much hate out there. And with that being said, I want to give a shout out to Marfoogle News. The guy really goes out of his way to spread the truth, to research what he does. And I don't think he's out there in any way, at any time, to cause anybody any harm. He just wants to spread the news so we're aware of what's really going on, as many of us are trying to do. I'm going to be hitting up more of this healthcare stuff. I'm going to really dig into this too myself. So look for some more broadcasts. With that being said, after seeing this, I can tell you, brothers and sisters, healthcare sucks. And it doesn't just suck. It's plain scaring the poop out of me. Well, this is Troy, over and out. And God bless you all one more time. And I hope you have a great day. Good night now.